Say hello to the people, Rowena. Okay, everybody, I am going live with. We might have some issues with the internet. I don't know because to the Wi-Fi out here yet. Look at Rowena's like, where are you? Here is the new camper. I think my lens is reconnect on the Wi-Fi, but we're getting there. So this is the new one. Much different, but it's okay. So Rowena has never been in it, so we're gonna stick Rowena in. All right, Rowena, have at it. She's like, what in the world is going on? I gotta clean the lens. She's like, what is this place? Wow, this is a lot different, Rowena, isn't it? Look at her. This is going to be a new place for you, sis. She's like, what? This is like a house. All right, so this is the new camper, but it looks a lot bigger than our old one, and it's not. So actually, it's only 2 foot bigger, and we're going to tell you exactly why this is 2 foot bigger. So Rowena's like, what in the world? I'll open that. She's like, I need to know all the doors. Okay, so it is only 2 foot bigger than our other one. So let's go through it first, and then I will show you. So obviously when you come in, we have, this is some storage, which the SHAMPER did not have storage, but again, the SHAMPER was a few years old. So obviously this is much newer. And then a little gas or a little trash can. Also, this one provides us with a full, a bigger refrigerator, which we didn't have in the SHAMPER. You can see that. That's a freezer. Then we go around through here. I don't know where Rowena went. Where are you, Ro? Oh, okay. So the bathroom, like here's the entrance, here's the refrigerator, here is the entrance, here's the bathroom. So, hi. It also has storage. The biggest thing about this is that even though we had a shower in the SHAMPER potty, Eddie could not fit in the shower of the SHAMPER. So this is on here because when you travel, you don't want the glass doors to, actually they're not glass, but they're plastic, but you don't want them to like roll open and break. So in the old SHAMPER, Eddie could not fit in the shower. Like he literally had to bend down. And so this has a little skylight, so it's way tall enough for him to get in the shower. And I've not even pulled this down or anything. Literally, we just got it home a little bit ago and got it leveled. So this is how the shower works. And then, of course, this camper has a lot of the little, they turn on. And then we also have those kind of lights. Then we can go to the kitchen part, which again, keep in mind, I mean, you think that this is bigger than my last one, but it is not. It's just newer, and I will tell you what makes the differences. So in my last one, I still had a microwave, and I still had a cooktop on the other one. This one is just 3 burners instead of the 2 that I had. So it's still this is a 3 burner instead of the 2. Also it has a oven. So I like that. Although we do use our Blackstone grill a lot, this will be really nice for when it does rain when we work. And we'll talk about why I got an upgrade to the camper in a minute. Also storage in there. There's a lot of storage in here. Just a lot more storage. I don't know what all this is, but literally I have not moved So a lot more storage than the last one, which we love. Also, this little funny bottle opener. So here's the countertop. And this is really fun. This is the 2 sinks, but then you can, when you're using your sink, you can put these little cutting boards that you can use up here for storage. So here's the sink. And then here comes Rowena to see what in the world is going on. So I can store those up there when we're using the sink. Also, it has storage up here, obviously. And then we will move around to here. This is a slide out. So, you know, it slides out, which we didn't have that in the last one. So this is what makes it look bigger, because in the last one, it was all of this, but our bathroom was on the side, which took up a lot of space. So as campers have gotten newer, they utilize the space a little better. So when I say that we have 2 foot more space, it's because of this, the slide out. And also, we don't have the dinette, but there is a table that goes right here, this table, and it's a freestanding table that goes here. So we could use that as a dinette. This is also turns to a bed, which is just a couch, which is super comfy to sit on. So you can kind of see it looks bigger than the Shamper, but it's not. Like, it's hard to describe because it really isn't. Also, it comes with the blackout, the more blackout shades, although it's not fully blackout. And then we'll come over here. And Rowena is showing you the TV. You what? You showing everybody the TV? Huh? I don't even know if the TV works. Not turned it on, but we can try it. Of course, I would have to take down the thing that you put up. Oh, I guess it is working. I just don't know if it's actually on. Oh, see, I don't have it on any kind of. But it looks like it's coming in on the local channels. Let's see if I can just go like to channel 5. Because channel 5 is a channel here. Oops. Huh. I don't know. That's the volume. Stick with me, people. 5. So it does come in. How fun. Not great, but I can always hook it into my apps and things like that. But again, you know, we're not really in here to watch TV. It just came with it. It also came with, you know, the radio. And then this thing right here is you supposedly set your phone on it and it charges your phone. I don't know anything about that. Also, it has more space, you know, double the space on both sides, which I love. Oh, Rowena wants in there. Okay, go on, Rowena. And then we have the space down here. But this, guys, is what I love. This is 2 stools. So, and we'll talk about why this is important to me in a minute. And why I picked this model. And why we upgraded our camper. So, and then we now have a bed that comes this way. Now, our old bed laid horizontal, if you guys remember. So it was hard for Eddie and I to climb over each other. So, and remember, he's over 6 foot tall. He's 6'2" almost. So it was really hard for us to, you know, go in and out of over each other in the middle of the night when I had to go to the bathroom. And I go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. So if this slide is in, we still have this much space to go to the bathroom at night if we're not at a campground or we're boondocking or whatever. So it also has all the space above there. It has these little mirrors. I just realized that. Like, I didn't realize we had mirrors. And then, you know, the little foot lights. But also under here, because, you know, campers have a hard time with space. So this has all this space underneath the bed. What are you looking at, Rome? So this has stuff. So you can actually like sit down here if you need to get your shoes on. We have more drawers. It has like a little laundry center. More than likely, this will be Rowena's, her little litter box. Look at her under there. She's like, what is going on? So this is kind of nice. You know, it has this little cushion, and it has a cat. Comes with a cat. We'll keep her. So that is the bed. Come on out, Rowena. She's like, I think I'm going to like this one way better than the Shamper. What do you think? Okay. So let's talk. Why did we upgrade? So I'm sitting on the slide out, which makes a bed. But the reason why we upgraded is because when we bought the Shamper, how long ago was that? Rowena is trying. Rowena. Now she's on top of the bed, so I'm going to lower the bed. Boop! What was that, sis? What was that, huh? She's like, whoa, this smells like home. So this is a really fun bedding. Let me show it to you. I'll go on this side and not bother her. But this is that bedding. I think I showed you guys this before, but it's not really supposed to be like RV bedding, I don't believe, but they do use it for RVs. Here, we'll prop it up there, and I'll unzip it. So, oopsie daisies. Sorry, y'all. So anyways, you unzip it, and it unzips on each side, and then it says good night, good morning in there, and it has a sheet already built in. So when you're in an RV, especially in one that is open like this, I can't stand looking at an unmade bed. I mean, I couldn't stand it when my kids are little. I can't stand it at home. Every morning I make my bed, and they do too. But as you can see, this is all one piece, and it fits under your mattress like a fitted mattress pad or a fitted sheet. And so you can unzip it to wash it, and then it unzips on each side. And it has the sheet built in. So this is perfect for RVs. And so this is what I've always had in my RVs. But again, why did we get rid of the Shamper? And again, this is only 2 feet bigger. Like, it looks bigger because it's open. Just like my house. Like, remember my house? It looks a lot bigger because it's open, but really my house is like 1,200 square feet. And so it's not that big. It just is so open that it looks big, which is what this is. Because people are like, wow, that's a big camper. I'm like, it's not really. It's really the same. It has better features because the Shamper was a 2018 and this is a 2023. And they've gotten a lot more creative with space. It looks like, and I have the bigger refrigerator and things like that. But why did we get rid of the Shamper? So Eddie and I, obviously you guys know that Eddie came to work for our publishing business a year ago, and he took early retirement with his company. And so even though they don't have a retirement plan, he just, what's what we call an early retirement. I mean, he had 401k, but there's no retirement plan. But anyways, and so we started traveling more in the camper. And what we found is that we love week camping, like weekday camping. So we like to go somewhere for like a week, and then we miss the weekend stuff. Now, if there's something going on during the campground on the weekend, like, 4th of July, which I won't be here 4th of July. I'm actually going to be in Colorado 4th of July. Wait till y'all see that. But anyways, and so, when he when he wasn't working full time with the books, we would only be able to go camping when he was off work, which was on the weekends. So we started saying, oh, well, we can, now that we're digital nomads, we could work from anywhere. So we decided that we would work on the weekdays at least once a month in the camper at a campground. And the campground really are only like 2 to 3 hours away from home. So what happened is that Eddie, and and I started RVing more at these campgrounds. And even though we go out, we mainly sit outside the camper, there were some days that were raining. And remember, the SHAMPER just had the one dinette. So it was really crowded. It was hard. We thought about getting rid of the dinette and like building something. We thought about changing it up a lot. Come on. And so then what happened was he said, oh, maybe next year, maybe next year, maybe next year. And so I'm really, really big on no debt. And so for a year, we saved and we knew kind of what the style we were looking for. And there was a camper that actually had a built-in desk with this gorgeous window. I'm like, oh, that's the one. That's the one. But then we just kind of tabled that and said, no, maybe next year, maybe next year. So we ended up saving up. And what happened is that Eddie needed a space inside the camper and I needed a space inside the camper. So when it does rain and we have to come in during our camping trips to work, it's not so crowded and uncomfortable. And again, Eddie is over 6 foot tall. I'm 5'4". I can fit anywhere. So Eddie cannot. So Eddie and I decided on this because it has Rowena in it and the layout is better. I can work here, which I prefer to work on a hard surface with a stool, which I do at home. And then Eddie is able to work here on the couch. And then if we need to use the table that we can put up, we can do that. Also, like I said earlier, the big benefit of having the bed where we can both get out on each side. So that is why we started. Literally 2 weeks ago, we went camping and I knew that we'd saved enough money up to buy a camper that we wanted. And so what happened was that we're sitting at the campground and it had rained. So we're like, oh, well, this kind of stinks. So what we did was we got in to the camper and we were working and it was just so crowded. And I said, you know what? It's time. We've had this camper for a long time now. We're working. You've been working with me for a year. You need your space. I need my space. If we're going to continue to do this, then we have to upgrade, but not upgrade, like just a step up, like nothing like huge and fancy, just a step up. And really the step up was the space. All the extras are just that what came with it. So he's like, okay. So we went 2 weeks ago. We did Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and we drove anywhere from 2 hours north, south, east, and west to all the campground or camping dealerships. And I had also been watching videos, and so I saw the one with the desk that was really cute. And then I had that picked out, but then I had picked out this one online and I said, oh, I really like this because it has the bed, it has the couch that makes the bed, and it has the extra counter space where I can sit and work. And plus it has a stove, so if it is raining, we don't have to cook outside in the rain. So we were like, all right. So we went to 5 or 6 of these dealerships because we wanted to make sure that we saw everything and what we could get in our price range and what we could get with our money. Because again, I didn't want to have a loan. And not that loans are bad, it's just that's the way I do things. So what happened was that we saw this camper at a local dealership in Cincinnati from us, like 20 minutes away. And immediately I came in, I'm like, oh, I really like this one. Eddie wasn't as crazy about the black type of countertops, but I love black. It's like my favorite color, people. Black outfit. And so what happened was that he was like, oh, do you like the countertops? I'm like, yeah, I love them. And I love the floor. I love the actual wallpaper in here. It's not as dark as the last one. It's very, very bright. And right now I have on one light, and that one's over top of the bed. So what happened was that he was like, well, we're going to go look at the other ones. So for the next couple of days, we went around and looked at other ones. And I came back to this one. So they said, okay, well, we'll give you so much for your camper for a trade-in. And I said, oh, okay. I didn't know I didn't expect to do a trade-in, and I was just going to sell it outright. And like, oh, well, you can sell it outright if you want. And you guys, I sold it outright on Facebook Marketplace, literally within 10 minutes of posting it, and for more than what I had bought it for. So I'm glad to see that campers aren't losing their value, but it's not like I'm going to get rid of this anyways. But the point is that the SHAMPER is being loved by a husband and wife that are in the process of building like we were. And they have like 6 to 8 weeks that they have to live on their property while their house is going to be finished. And so she works from home, and she was so excited about it. And they picked it up. I had 23 people that night, the first night I put it up, inquire about it. And a local lady in Kentucky, she said that they were close at that night, and said that they were super close and wanted to know if they could come over immediately and look at it. And I said, sure. And so it was in great shape. So we knew that we would get a good top dollar for it. And we did. So it was extra money to put on our camper here. So we didn't have to use all the money that we had saved in order to purchase the new camper. But now we have to save for a new truck. So we do have an F-150, and F-150 can pull this. It's fine with the weight, and there's a whole bunch of things on that with weight and things like that, which is very interesting, and maybe they'll make it into a camper hack for one of the camper books, which, by the way, was working with my artist today on the new camper Christmas book. So cute. Anyways, so excited about the camper Christmas book. But anyways, and so now we have a envelope for a new truck, which probably will be in like a year. So we are going to go on our maiden voyage to our very, very favorite campground, Sandy Springs, which is down towards Portsmouth, Ohio, just a couple hours away in a few weeks. I would love to go now, but Jack is on his way into town, as is Austin, and Eddie and my boys and I and Austin's girlfriend are going to go to Nicholasville for Mother's Day, and then Jack is here for a week. And Jack's big news is that he's staying in he got offered another coaching contract at Georgia Southern, so he is going to be staying in Georgia again for another year of coaching at Georgia Southern University basketball. But we are here today so you could see the SHAMPER, and I love it. And it's going to be great because I'll be riding in here just like I did the SHAMPER, and we will be able to do more things. So I'll give you another quick tour. And remember, it is really only 2 foot bigger than my last camper, which it just seems bigger, but it's just because it's brand new and they've used the space a little bit better. Rowena, what are you doing? It comes with the cat, Rowena. What are you doing, sis? She is very curious. But again, we'll go for a really quick spin. This is, you walk in, it has all the awesome storage. It has the big refrigerator, which I love. A nosy cat. It has the bathroom where Eddie can now fit and take a shower. So we'll be comfortable while working full time in the camper when we're on the road. The microwave, the little stove, which I just think is the cutest thing ever. And more campfire recipes, right? And then again, all the things. The fun little storage up here for the cutting boards. And then when you're trapped, you can make this, you know, close it off as one sink. And then my workstation, which will be here on these awesome, and they also tie down when we're traveling. I took those off for our video. And then the TV, and of course, Rowena. What are you doing, sis? And the bed's different because we can get out on each side. We can also close our curtain, which I don't think I showed you guys that. We do not have a door. There was one really cool camper that we saw that had a barn door, but it was just still the weight. We did not want to buy a new truck. So what? She's like, meow. What, sister? So this was good enough for us for now. We kept our other camper for a long time, and we'll keep this one for a long time. Look at Rowena. Hi, Ro. What? What? You want to see out? Open the window for her. I think I can put a cat tree here for you on my side, huh? Yeah? And so that is where Eddie works. If we need a table to eat on inside, this table right here comes out. It's super easy, and we can pop it up here. But that is it. And I hope you enjoyed it. There's going to be a lot more fun lives in our SHAMPER. I'll be coming live like I always do in here. And for now, I think that we're going to say goodbye. Have a great day, y'all.